Hello students, this is Amit Tiwari, your English teacher. Students, in today's video lecture, we are going to discuss a very important topic of writing section, that is letters. Letters writing is a form of written communication, and letters are of two types, formal and informal letters. Formal letters include business letters, letters of complaints, letters to government officials, etc. And informal letters include letters to friends, relatives, acquaintances, etc. The different topics of letters that may be asked in CBSE class 10th exams are letters to the editor of a newspaper, like drawing the public's attention towards social or common issues, letters of complaint, like reporting a lost wallet, cycle, etc., complaint on neighbors, poor facilities at a tourist place, etc., and letters for order placing, ordering books, equipments for school, etc., and enquiry letters like planning a trip or enquiring about the details of for joining a class, etc. Students, following are the topics for complaint letters, like regarding some products that you purchased, like defective mobile handsets, cameras, etc. Means you write complaint letters regarding some products that you purchased from any shop, or like defective mobile handsets, cameras, and whatever the gadgets that you are having. You write complaint letters to the owner or to the owner of the shopkeeper, etc. And you write complaint letters regarding misbehavior of a staff or salesman, and you also write complaint letters regarding problem faced in society like shortage of water, frequent power breakdown, etc. Topics for letter to editor. Students, you write letter to editor just for expressing your views about child labor, unemployment, crime against women, habits of smoking, problems arising due to increasing population, drug addictions, etc. And many more topics can also be included in this, like pointing to the rash driving by the TTC drivers, over speeding by bikers, etc. And there can also be different topics on which you will write letters to editor. Topics for placing order. So for placing order, subtopics can be like placing an order for a school uniform for dress store of a school, and you write order placing letters for placing an order for books for the school library or other educational purpose from any publisher. And you write order placing letters for placing an order for a sports item for your school team, and for placing orders for some eatables for your birthday party or any other events. Topics for inquiry. You write letters for inquiry for asking about the details for taking admission in a course, and for inquiring about some welfare schemes launched by the government. Some important points which we must follow while writing complaint letters are as follows. Like we can start with, we regret to remind you that, or I am writing to complain about, or you can start the complaint letter with, we are sorry to inform you that. And while writing, we should follow the following points also, like describe your opinion clearly, means whatever you are expressing should be crisp and clear. Say what you like the receiver to do to redress the complaint, like replacement, refund of money, free services, and mention your next course of action if the complaint remains unattended. Following are the important points which you must follow while writing enquiry letters. So while writing enquiry letters, you can start with the following expressions like we are interested in. So while writing enquiry letters, you should act politely and be formal and introduce yourself and mention your requirements. Ask for detailed information about the product like price, discount, terms and conditions. While writing a letter to editor, uh, following are the useful expressions with which you can start the letter, like through the esteemed column of your newspaper I wish to bring to the notice of the concerned authorities, or you can start with in my opinion, or you can also start with the following expression like this is a very shocking or disturbing use of. It depends on the topic on which you are writing letter to the editor. And while writing you should be polite and formal. Introduce yourself and describe clearly what your complaint is. And remember that the newspaper is only a medium to address the issues, and do not ask the editor to resolve the issue. Students, this is a sample complaint letter regarding defective sports articles. Just go through it and you will be having a clear understanding of how you can write the complaint letters. Students, this is a sample letter to the editor of the newspaper about your views on the matter written below, like the Supreme Court has passed an order that it is the responsibility of every citizen to look after the aged parents. If they fail, they will have no right of inheritance. So just go through with this letter and you will be having a very clear understanding of how you can write a letter to the editor of a newspaper. Students, this is a sample letter for placing order. Just go through this letter also, and this will give you a very clear picture of how you can write a letter in which you are placing an order for any goods or any services. Format for writing a letter. Students, there is a very strict format to follow while writing a formal letter, which I am going to explain. Like you will start with sender's address. So on the left side of the page, just next to the margin, write the sender's address and contact details. Next to the sender's address, you will write date. So below the sender's address, write the date after leaving one line. And after that, there will be a receiver's address. So after date, write the address of the recipient, the officer, principal, editor, means to whomever you are writing the letter, you will mention there. And subject of the letter. And after writing receiver's address, you will have to write the subject of the letter, on which subject or on which topic you are going to write the letter. You have to mention there. Like here, you have to mention the main purpose of the letter in 4 or 5 words. Do not unnecessarily stretch the limit of words while writing the subject. And after writing the subject of the letter, write the salutation with respected sir or madam. And after salutation, you will have to write the content of the letter, means the body part. And the body part will cover like you have to explain the matter of your letter. Like body of the letter must be divided into 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph will be of introduction, and here you will introduce yourself and the purpose of writing a letter in brief. And in second paragraph, you should include the matter in detail, and in third paragraph, you have to conclude your letter by mentioning the conclusion or solution. And after writing the body part of the letter, you will give a complimentary closing by writing thanking you, or your faithfully, your sincerely. And after, you will mark your signature or sender's name.